Welcome back to my channel. Let me introduce you to the newest member of the family, Tommy Grace. She's so cute. Say hello. This is little Tommy. She is 1 month old yesterday. She's in her Christmas jammies today. My first Christmas. It's so cute. You're so cute. I wanted to film this video to do a little 1 month update. She's very cute. She kind of looks like she has blue eyes. They're definitely more blue than Haven and Beckham's eyes were. She was 7 pounds, 13 ounces when she was born. I got so many questions about how much she weighed. She was 7'13". She was my smallest baby. She came 2.5 weeks early. I'm gonna swaddle or wrap her up real quick. 1 minute. She's swaddled up or wrapped up. But I guess we'll start with how she's sleeping or eating. She immediately wanted to get out to eat. She is such a good little eater. She latched like almost immediately after I had her. And she's just been eating so great ever since. So nothing to report there. I've been really lucky that she has been so good at latching and eating. And as far as sleep goes, she's been like the best sleeper ever. For the first couple weeks, obviously she was like flopped around and she was just like sleeping all day. And once like 11 o'clock came or midnight, she was like wide awake. We've been going to bed around midnight, like 12:30. She takes her long stretch from like 1. Sometimes she sleeps from like 1 a.m. to 4. Or 1 a.m. to 6, which is a really good stretch. And then I'll feed her back to sleep and she'll wake up around like 9 a.m. So she's a good sleeper. Hello. When I took her to her, it was a 3-week, her 3-week appointment because we weren't in town for her 2-week appointment. So she went at 3 weeks. And at 3 weeks, she was 8 pounds, 1 ounce, which was just as much as Haven was when Haven was born. Beckham and Haven's head both were in the 99th percentile and hers was in the 67th. She has a little bit of jaundice, which is super normal in newborn babies. When I talked to her pediatrician, he said that it was a low level around like a 10 and it's normal and they don't worry about it until it gets up to like the level 18. And if I'm too worried about it, I'll just call the actual hospital and set up an appointment to do another test on her. It started like in her eyes and her face. It's just like a little tint of yellow. And now her eyes are like much better. They're almost completely no yellow in them, and it's just kind of on her face and her chest, and that has been seeming to go away. She smiled at me like twice when I was talking to her, where I actually felt like she was like actually smiling at me. But she also had a really cute smile, which I posted on my Instagram, where she was sleeping and she just had like the biggest smile ever. Okay, I need to go change her diaper. So that's the update on Tommy. She's a cutie. Everyone is like so obsessed with her here.
Alright.
Yeah, do you like Tommy? Do you guys love Tommy?
We love Tommy so much.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break to change Haven's diaper. Beckham's learned how to put Tommy to sleep for me, huh?
Yeah.
So Beckham and Haven have been like waking up at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. and coming out of their room and watching a show. So we've had to hide the remote in our room so they're not just like staying up all night watching a show. Hold on. They've been up like watching a show, but like Tommy hasn't been like keeping them up or waking them up or anything like that. They like want her to sleep in their beds with her. Haven makes me, like the last 3 nights, I've taken her in to Haven's bed and fed her while putting Haven to bed because Haven wants her in there. When we first brought her home, like they would cry every night wanting her in their rooms, and we're like, we can't. They have a bunk bed, so Beckham's top bunk is like pretty high off the ground, and I'm like, she can't go up in your bed, sorry. And he took it rough, honestly. Look at this little angel. Hi. I want to do some newborn like pictures as a family, just like in-house ones in our house. I don't know if I'll just try and take them myself or if I'll hire someone to do that, but I want to do some cute newborn family pictures with her before she gets any bigger because she's already grown up so much. Also, right when I turned off the camera, she spit up. Another little update. She never really spits up. Hi, baby. She looks like she might smile. She's not gonna smile. It's fine. It's actually the next day, so it's been a little crazy in here and we have things moving around. It's like all empty because Jace is getting a new piano right here. It was his Christmas gift. We got him his piano and it's coming today. I don't know why I came in here. None of this stuff is in here. Anyways, I'm gonna get ready real quick because I have a nail appointment at noon. I think I'm gonna send Tommy over to my sister's house too with Beckham and Haven. Before this video is over, I wanted to talk about Tommy's name and why we named her Tommy and what the reason was behind that. I remember with Haven, probably almost like 3 years ago. I loved the name Haven like super early on. So that was like the name that I wanted. And Jace loved the name Tommy. It was one of his top ones. And I think that was like the only one that he ever really pitched out was Tommy, that he was like, that he really liked and wanted to use. So, but I just didn't like that one at the time because I was like really set on Haven. And then this time around when we found out it was a girl, we literally didn't have names picked out for like the entire pregnancy. Like we didn't even like really look into names. There was like a couple times where we were like, oh, we should talk about names, but we never got around to it. Jace also loved the name Grace. We thought we had 2.5 weeks left to plan it, and we're like, we'll have 2 weeks to think of a name and get used to that name as what we're gonna do, basically. And then little Tommy decides that she's gonna come 2.5 weeks early, so we're in the hospital and we're like, we don't even have a name for her. Oh yeah, I should mention, right off, I told him that he could name this baby. I said, you can name this baby because Beckham and Haven both were my names that I picked and they were my top names. So he was naming and we literally put it off to the last second. The nurses kept telling us to we need to fill out the birth certificate before we left. We narrowed it down. The nurses like wrote it on the board for us because they're like, it helps to see it written out sometimes. What are the names that you have? The final two were Tommy Sage Terry and Tommy Grace Terry. And so either way, we were doing Tommy. And Jace thought Tommy, and I think Tommy's so cute because Jace's middle name is Thomas. Me and Jace thought it would be so cute, and the nurses were like, oh my gosh, it'd be so cute to have it be Tommy. And it's kind of like named after her dad to be Tommy Grace Terry. So we ended up naming her Tommy Grace after her dad, Jace Thomas Terry. I wanted like some way to name her after me, but I couldn't think of a way that I liked. I don't love my name and I don't really love any of my middle names. I wanted Jace to be in this explanation, but I have to get this video up later today and he was busy himself at work. That's the end of this video. I'm gonna finish my makeup because I literally can't multitask for some reason. I'm like trying to talk to you and I literally can't do it. Oh my gosh, that was a ton of highlighter. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out. Bye.